If you're pregnant or have heart trouble, you might want to close your ears because this is shocking. A New York mayor who's totally corrupt. Hey guys, as always, a big good to each of y'all. I want to talk to you a little bit about the New York City mayor. I opened with shocking. Yeah, it's shocking that he is corrupt. Already, he's been in office like 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to talk to you about what this has to do with you and why it matters. Won't take but a minute. But I think it does. I think it's kind of a blueprint, you'll see, that's no pun intended, but a blueprint for what I think they and those people want to do nationwide. And I think it's a trial, and I think it's a window to look into what they're thinking and what they are planning for us and for y'all. Yeah, it's a great one. Buckle up, here we go. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by my friends over at Groove Life. Now, I've got two to show you. First is the Groove Belt. No adjustments. It uses magnets, y'all. Super comfortable and has a 94-year warranty. Also, they have the Groove Life Ring. It's breathable, it's comfortable, has a lifetime warranty as well. So if you break it or, get this, lose it, you are covered. Check it all out when you use the link below to jump over and check out the Groove Life. Big thank you to those folks. Big thank you to all of you people as well. What do you mean, you people? Big thank you to all of y'all. Thanks for checking your subscription and just ringing the bell or leaving a comment or just clicking that thumbs up. Thanks. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for stopping by. All right. A lot going on in the New York City. Now, if you don't know him, he's been in office, about 15 minutes, and he campaigned really, really hard. Eric Adams is his name, and y'all should know him. What goes on in New York City? I mean, we need to pay attention to that. New York City as well as LA a little bit. He campaigned really hard against crime and how he was just going to, just really be tough on the woke mob. And then as soon as he got in office, I don't know if you know this, Alvin Bragg is the new DA. He is Soros funded. He's George Soros's boy. And they're now best friend. He praised the new Soros Manhattan DA, who is now going to be soft on crime. They're basically not arresting people for anything anymore in New York, so have yourself a really good time. Alvin Bragg, moron, my opinion. New York Mayor Eric Adams also has signed a bill in allowing non-citizens the right to vote. Y'all saw this. Now, here's what I didn't know until today. He hired his brother for the top job in the NYPD. I didn't know this. What is the top job, the highest paying job? Well, it is being the mayor's head of security, and that's a $270,000 job. The word of the day, boys and girls, is nepotism. Yeah, shocking. They're saying, oh no, it's not nepotism. He was the most qualified man for the job. Well, what was the mayor's brother doing before he was hired? Yeah, he was working at the Virginia Commonwealth University as the assistant director of parking. The assistant director of parking. It's an honest job. I don't have anything to knock against parking directors, but to go, wow, he's my brother. He's the most qualified. Let's make him the top paid person in the NYPD. They've backed him down to only $210,000 by cutting some of his duties. Mayoral security. My point of that is just to open with, the dude is, corrupt? Maybe. I'm not sure. All right, here's what has to do with you and with me. Yesterday, Eric Adams has released his blueprint to end gun violence in New York City. He's going to be the one to end it. He has forgotten, or maybe he never even knew that he is the one that he works for us. He works for the people of New York. We'll say the people, not us, not me. I'm not there. But he laid out this plan, and I'm reading directly from the article that's on NYC.gov. To get on NYC.gov, you got to go through all sort of, we've got information on information on this and information on this. But if you dig far enough, you can actually get some information. His plan, the blueprint, lays out short-term, medium-term, and long-term action on the part of the city, state, and federal governments. Why is the New York City mayor even having a say-so on federal governments whatsoever, on the federal government's action? I don't know. What do I know? Also, state government. What he has to do with the city? What do I know? Includes changes. He is proposing changes to state law, federal law, enhanced NYPD enforcement and mental health initiatives, and a summer employment opportunities, and more. Now, the reason I wanted to cover this today, and let me go back to my other notes, is that he goes hard into the paint on health crisis. And that's my point for you today. Follow the health crisis. They know that gun laws don't work. They don't act like they know. In fact, the mayor held up a picture of an AR yesterday that was used in an illegal crime, or used in a crime. I guess all crimes are illegal. And he said these should only be for law enforcement. So we're going to go after these guns that are already illegal. Somebody on Reddit said, what are we going to do? Make that gun extra illegal? Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. But he's going to go, because these gun laws haven't worked, they are going to go hard and call this a health crisis. When they move it from being crime and regular pow-pow crime, and they move it over to being a health and mental health and more of a social crime, that opens up the floodgates of money. Always follow the money. It opens up how they can come at us and what they can do. This isn't just about... The blueprint says they're trying to get guns off the street. There ain't no guns on the street. Walk down the street, you ain't going to see them. Now, they talked also that there is a spree going on right now, a crime spree. Well, every firearm used in those crime sprees was already illegal. More words on paper. And then it went through. I suffered through so you don't have to, but they go through more and more. He goes through more and more and more. Eric Adams trying to create more government programs, more money being given to the NYPD to create more initiatives, and it is a massive plan. I believe it's a plan of corruption. I do want all of us to pay attention to how this goes over. Watch in the coming week who parrots and mimics it and picks up this rallying cry, and then also follow this health crisis nonsense. So we'll see. I want to end with this. A lot of folks, they're and this is what Eric Adams is doing. He's blaming the guns, not the criminals. Y'all hit me with this yesterday. I was talking about Serpa holsters and how if you use a Serpa holster, you're taking your legs into your own risk. You might go pow, and somebody goes, Johnny, why are you blaming the holster? It's just bad technique and bad trigger finger technique. I was like, dang it, maybe I am blaming the holster. I don't recommend it. Some of y'all do, and I'm okay with that. Also, a bunch of y'all, leather holsters work for y'all. And a bunch of y'all said they're good to go. I said yesterday I don't recommend them, especially the floppy ones. Those big, giant, heavy Galcos are fine. But a lot of y'all push back on that. But apparently I'm the one blaming the holster. Guilty as charged, apparently. Apparently I'm the corrupt one. Who knows? To anyone that's against us or our right to own whatever we want from my cold, dead hands, bye.